sensation. I could still get, I can play the guitar like a riot.
Well, life is so love the one you got, 'cause you might get run over or you might get. Never start no static, I just get it off my chest. Never had to battle with no bulletproof vest. Take a small example, take a did it from me. Take all of your money, give it all to charity. Love is what I got, it's within my reach. And the subplot starts just straight from Long Beach. It all comes back to you, you're bound to get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got. I remember that. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got. Why I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom runs right to the it's all the same. Living with Louis Dog's the only way to stay sane.
Let the loving come back to me.
Loving is what I got. I said remember that. Loving is what I got. I remember that. Loving is what I got. I said remember that. Loving is what I got. I got.
أقول
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here.
فاض من عيني.
When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. With P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP, SE. LV, I can show you how to if you let me. I'm monogram like confetti. Ready, she leaning on Celine cause she ain't stepping in Giuseppe. Like each Pirelli, I got 8 of them, call me Andretti. If I'm not in the telly, then I'm twirling your like she in spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get this. And your ears too, if you want 'em blue like belly. Lot of jetting, Prada bedding, 911s. I'm the who's who with what's what. Papa heaven, around and get trying to test me, cause that I'm with like the draw. When it's sketchy, if they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me, buy a dog tag the same place that they forget me. Ski.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it.
You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't right, you ain't Paris. Blow money, you owe money, we ain't balanced. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Khaled. All black, back to back, this ain't traffic. Can't wrap your head round that, you ain't Arab. Y'all tweet, bird talk, we all parrots. Lone Star, cross the border, we like Dallas. 21, salute, we been savage. Tag 'em up, add 'em up, savage. Fly 'em in, fly 'em out.
I can't believe Coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. The tray, and it's Mitchell missing. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Launches it. They get the rebound. Takes a three. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
In the corner, it's Harris. Cunningham looking around. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Robinson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Screen by Allen. To the middle. And slam dunk by Allen.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Outside Robinson to end the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. To the paint. In the corner, it's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
The kick out to Cunningham. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Inside, out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Substitution on the floor.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Down low. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Back to ball. To the inside. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Harris.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's ball in the corner. To the paint. From downtown, Duren pulls it in. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to LeVert. On the wing, Harris. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Substitution on the floor.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Foul. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Count that bucket. LeVert's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pistons. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's ball. Wade, right side. To the middle. Here's Bryant. Stolen by LeVert. Pass to Harris. Pistons passing it around. And the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go.
Down low. Pass to Stewart. Looking for LeVert. He gets it there. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Now, here's ball. Here's Tyson. Rebounded by the Pistons. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Stewart.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And it's ball in the corner. Wade outside. Clock at 4. Looking to end the run. Hands it from downtown. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Detroit leading by 7. Outside Robinson. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's Mitchell at his best. Playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air. No question he got bumped on that shot.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
And that one, good. Cunningham's got 9.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Robinson, that's good.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Porter. Here's Mobley. Now here's Porter. Mitchell in the corner. Puts up a 3. And Mitchell drills the 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. During a screen from about 16, Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Detroit. Down low. Kicks it out to Mitchell. To the paint. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. Can't get it to fall. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the 3 has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball player. Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Offensive rebound on the wing, Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Back to Cunningham. To the middle. Outside for Robinson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Cunningham outside. Pass to Robinson. Lets it go with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Well, this is Robinson at his best. He can really do damage off the catch.
Now, here's Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fires from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley outside. Pass to Porter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And stolen by Thompson. Back to Cunningham. In the corner, it's Robinson. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Stewart. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons. Mitchell outside. Back to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And here is Mitchell. Covered by Cunningham. On the wing, Porter. Back to Mitchell. Mobley is screened. From deep. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Cunningham's size at his position allows him to see over defenders and find his teammates.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Mobley is screened. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a switch.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 16.
Man, I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
To the inside. Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Back to Ball. There's the 3. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
And I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Driving in, and it's blocked.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Wade for 3. LeVert grabs the miss. Ball surveying the defense. It's not going to go for him. Detroit leading by 17. Down low. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Jenkins. And he banks in the layup.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Bryant on the wing. Bryant is double. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the 3.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Robinson outside. Cunningham right side. Duran up top. Count it!
Well, this is where Duran looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Thompson.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Cunningham. Rebounded by Allen inside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hunter knocks down the three.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Cunningham outside. And good that time.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Detroit.
A team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
The Cavaliers on offense. 17-point game. From outside, it misses. And here is Jenkins. Now Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Mitchell with it. Three-pointer. A three-pointer. Good. And stolen by Mobley. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
Throw your hands in the air right now, man. Feel it right here. Sky Storch. Yeah, Khaled, I see you. Showbiz, born law. Yeah. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about your faults or mishaps. We from the Bronx, New York, things happen. Kids clapping, love to spark the place. Half the cats in the squad got a scar on their face. It's a cold world and this is ice. $500,000 for the charm, brother, this is life. Got the Phantom in front of the building, Trinity, yeah. 10 years been legit, they still figure me bad. As a young, was too much to cope with. Why you think the BX nickname it Cook? I should have been called, or maybe I did it all, I put the pieces to the puzzle. Just as long, I knew me and my people was gonna bubble. Came out the gate on some flojo. Back brother with the logo kid. Said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back.
And here we go, bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports. Here we go. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Gordon with a steal. And they double up Murray. Şengün with a steal. Thompson scanning the floor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Gordon. Jokic in the post. And he comes up with a bucket. Jokic has got his second basket.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray. Denver needs to get off a shot. And another three for Denver.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Houston working the ball around. On the wing, Durant. Picked by Smith. There's the triple. Durant, no good.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the board.
To the paint. Here's Gordon. Drives to the hoop. Outside Johnson. Outside Watson. Inside. Jokic is doubled. Murray for three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Gordon can't hit.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside Johnson.
Well, Gordon's a guy who will force you to get up in his space and commit a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
No good on the free throw. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Now here's Durant. Brown with the steal. And Gordon with the big finish.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see from Smith. Now, it's important for him to make strides as a playmaker.
Oh, wait a second here, guys. We got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk. Chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line.
More of a traditional center. Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Pass to Strother. Here's Gordon. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Here's Durant. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Durant's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Shoots from 14. It doesn't go for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Denver leading by 9. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second.
17.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And he gets that one. Rockets trail by 11. Thompson left side. Pass to Capella. Nice D from Valanciunas. Murray with it. And here's Valanciunas. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Denver shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
Drills it from deep. Hardaway's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
Denver leading by 16. Fires for 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows.
She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. And she turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure
back to bed. A miracle that tears were shed. And no one's lives will ever be the same. Right on, right on, right.
Glad you could join us for our broadcast of NBA basketball. Here we go. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Out to Leonard. Pass to Harden. Back to Collins. Dunn's shot is good. Well, points won't be easy to come by in this one, Stan. We have two of the toughest defenses in the league here.
Yeah, look, the way these teams can rotate and cover for each other is phenomenal. They know that defense is their identity, and they pride themselves in it.
First team.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Zubac screen. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Launches it. The Lakers with a rebound. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Harden drives in. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. It's James on the wing. And he makes it.
Well, look, even when you know he's taking it to the rim, he's very hard to stop.
On the take. And then Harden with the jam.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls. B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Leonard. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's James. It's stolen by Dunn. Harden with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Harden misses. The Lakers in the lead. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
That ties it up.
Yeah, John Collins has a rangy build, so he has multiple ways to get points inside.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Doncic. And that one's drained from the low block. Doncic has got his second basket.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Smart outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Batum. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Laravia inside. Pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Doncic with a block.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
From 9 feet out. And too long on the shot. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Lakers on top, up 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And how about Marcus Smart, Coach? A 3-time NBA Hustle Award winner.
Yeah, and B.A., not to mention a former Defensive Player of the Year. For a 6'3" guard, he's about as physical a presence as you'll find.
Here's Reeves. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. And it's Paul with the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Back to Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
To the middle. And finished off by Hayes.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the inside, Lopez. Yep, count it. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
Pass to Hayes. Smart outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Reeves. Rebounded by James Harden. And here are the Clippers now. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Graham.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Charity stripe shot. The shot by Reeves, no good. And they're pushing it up. Harden misses.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Now here's Smart. No points yet. Hayes with a screen. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Clippers.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. The 3. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Oh, the claw strikes again. Kawhi using that big hand of his to get on the shot.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
A playmaker on a totally different level, Paul can cut defenses to shreds with his play calls.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead to the paint. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And Ayton gets it to go.
You love Ayton's energy on offense. He relishes every chance he gets to put up points for his team.
Leonard, left side. "19 seconds left in the second. It's stolen by James. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead, up 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Back to Ayton. From 18 feet away. And he nails the jumper. Ayton's got 8 points.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys in his position have to hit these kind of shots.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
And the Clippers have possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Sends it home from three-point land.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Ayton. Give him 8 points now. Here's Doncic. Doncic throws it down.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Harden with it. Oh, wow!
Look out!
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game. Down low. Here's Ayton. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Here's James with the drive. Yep, that one's good. James has got 6 points.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Leonard for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. James with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Powerful move inside by LeBron.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Harden. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
This is Harden at his best. Driving, fighting through contact. He enjoys overcoming these challenges.
And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul. Here's James. We'll give him 8 points now. Inside. Here's Ayton. Collins with the rebound. It's a close game here in L.A. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys, back to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
The floater. James, a freight train coming.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They trail by 6. Back to Batum. James with a steal. Here's Smart. Smart with a transition bucket.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Down low. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
To the middle. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit.
43.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Harden. Takes it inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Back to Hayes. Clock at 6. And here's Reeves. Here's Benson. And the 3 off target. Here's Paul. Over to the wing. Screen by Leonard. To the inside. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Pass to LaRavia. Outside Reeves. Kleba with a screen. To the paint. And finished off by by Kleba.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Quick thinking pays off for Paul. The defense just wasn't ready for a swift pull-up J.
And the Lakers making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Harden. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. 19 points for James Harden.
A consistent and standout scorer. It's really no surprise to see Harden making a big impact out there.
Pass to Kleba. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Leonard! Shot's no good. The Lakers trail. Now Hayes. Zubac pulls it down. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Chris Paul. Ooh, rise and fire. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic. Doncic finds his opening on the inside.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Doncic feeling it out a bit. That's it!
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Bogdanovic. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Paul fires. Misses the 3. On offense, here are the Lakers. Doncic down the lane. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
What energy on the drive from Doncic, charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Leonard! Reeves there for the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he drives in. Here's Hayden. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Well, they put their faith in Ayton, and he delivered.
Now Zubac. It's stolen by James. Doncic with it. Now Ayton. Off on the layup. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about. He didn't have his feet planted.
Good on the first. And that brings him within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're down by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
An uphill battle for them.
Cheers. Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new watch just to keep up with the paces, new game plan off the new places. I got a feeling I could win this race. I found my pace. The only thing that you could do for me is please stay about my way. Don't come around my way unless you got something to pay. I'm trying to find a place where I can free my mind. Well, I don't need my. Ain't no need for. I ain't worried about losing. Focused on winning. God forgive me for my sin, but this is the beginning. I pray to God that I don't catch another. I got a paragraph in case somebody wanna listen. Yeah, sometimes I wish that I had wings so I could fly away. And all you haters talking, y'all could today. But then I think, what if I today? Well, if I gotta go, make it right away. Yeah, cause I don't wanna live. But if I gotta go, we've only just begun. Yeah, I'm here for the long run. The long run. We've only just begun. Still nothing moving but the.
On the road and hungry for a win against the Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started.
Here we go.
Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. G8, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Harrison Barnes. And that one's good, Barnes.
You can't give Barnes even a second because that's when he strikes and hurts you. A master at the catch and shoot jam.
Westbrook, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. The kick out to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Eubanks up top. Back to Westbrook. To stop the run. Another miss by Westbrook. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Sacramento grabs the miss. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So Coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And it's Westbrook missing. Spurs leading by 7. Nobody near Barnes. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Westbrook with the steal. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Here's Fox. No good with the layup. The Kings trail by 10. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Eubanks. DeRozan in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. And it's denied by Fox. Johnson outside. Now Sohan. Fox goes in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Drops in the tray.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. Between his points and his rebound. 18. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Good on the triple. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 19 points.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Pass to Champagny. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. To the middle. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
For 3, Westbrook. And again, Sacramento with the 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Olynyk can't hit. The Kings trail by 4. Westbrook surveying the D. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Vassell outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead early. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella. What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Outside Fox. Here's Olynyk. Banked in off the glass. Olynyk's got 8 here in the quarter.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Outside Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, we know Levine has the hop. That time showing off the creativity.
Inside. Back to Fox. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Murray outside. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Eubanks. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Shot from 12. Pass to Achua. Pulls it from 20. The shot that time not on target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs out in front, leading by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. McDermott with it, and it's Vassell picking him up.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Outside Westbrook. Takes it inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 26 points.
Russ is at his best when he's playing downhill. Pedal to the metal, attacking the cup.
And it's Fox with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Look, in the game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
For Sacramento, number 13, Murray.
Stolen by Westbrook. For the tie. Achua. A dunk by Achua.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And so Cornette nails them both. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 28 points for him.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
And Fox gets it to go.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Pass to Achua. Back to Westbrook. And there's the drive. That's tipped. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Fox. Pass to Champagnie. Now, here's Fox. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Left side, Westbrook. Murray. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. San Antonio making a switch here. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
The dunk by Achua.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Levine deciding where to go with it. Down low. Murray, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Barnes outside. Pass to Champagnie. And he banks in the layup. Champagnie's got his second bucket.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Outside, Levine. Here's Achua, covered by Barnes. Now McDermott. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Monk for 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Barnes outside. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. And the shot goes in.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Pass to Murray. Back to Monk. There's a screen by Murray. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
52. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Champagnie. There's the drive. It's good. Champagnie's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Spurs. Murray outside. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
I love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunity.
Barnes outside to the paint. Here's Olynyk. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
It's Fox with the drive.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch. Right
side, Levine. Lets it go from deep. Very buries it from three-point range. Levine's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Vassell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Down low. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Fox with the steal. Olynyk. Outside, Fox. Barnes fires. It's good.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation calls for it.
And stolen by Barnes. And stolen by Achua. Levine. And there's the three.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Number 7, Luke Cornett.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Left side, Levine. Outside DeRozan. Now Murray. Outside DeRozan. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Murray. Levine with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Levine outside. Here's Murray. Monk outside. Driving in. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
A consistent shooter like Monk is your go-to guy here.
Fox. He answers with a dunk of his own.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Oh, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here. And there you go now, one of the NBA's rising stars, Levine stepping up when it counts.
Now Vassell. Outside, Fox. Six to shoot.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul. Outside, Levine. Clock at 6. Now Murray shoots the 3. Rebounded by Vassell. Here's Fox. It's in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Everyday monotony making my mind cloud. Inner soul awakening, taking the time out. You done woke the beast and now it's time to get it. And deliver the sermon for the blind eyes and critics. I've been admitted, so it's spit for the people on the line. The ones that ever show with a t-shirt that says Lamont. The sweat is purely for the sake of my inner soul. Let me see them hands when you act the revival.
Word up, son. Word.
Yeah. To all the and the $100 billers. For real, who ain't got no feelings.
I got this. Just watch my back. I got your front.
Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge. Tomorrow comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got nothing to share for all.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Now here's Brunson. Hey, Doris, I know you love this matchup tonight, featuring two fierce defenses going head-to-head.
Each of these teams do two things. They play with passion and constant effort, but more importantly, they are not afraid to get chippy.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Outside, Towns. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty three.
To the inside. Here's Barlow. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. We're about 1 minute into the first. Kick by Bridges. Down low. Here's Robinson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Bridges with the steal. Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Barlow. Will it go? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
And so here is Philadelphia. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
New York Hall. Knicks substitution. Number 00.
And the Knicks with possession. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponent. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. George with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And Embiid throws it down.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. It's good. That's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Clarkson right side. Back to Brunson. Clarkson up top. 6 on the shot clock. Barlow grabs the rebound. The 76ers trailed by 3. Here's Edgecombe.
Oh! And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Embiid.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
To the paint. And stolen by Hart. Here's McBride. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Knicks lead 13. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Drummond, and he banks in the layup. Drummond's got his first basket.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
To the inside, and the dunk by Towns.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Drummond, the screen. Grimes with it. Now guarded by Towns. And it's Drummond missing. The Knicks with the lead. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Some nice passing by New York here. Screen by Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Here's McCain. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Kevin?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. McCain with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 4. McBride on the wing. Nothing on the board. And the dunk by Towns.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Pass to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Here's Barlow. Maxey in the corner. Shoots over Brunson. Maxey, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. .133 left here in the second. Here's Towns. Barlow grabs the rebound. And the 76ers with possession. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Back to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Shamet. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Nice play by Edgecombe. He has the strength and body control to finish.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Brunson. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Robinson left side. And the layup falls. Robinson's got 6.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
The 3 from George. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Knicks leading by 6. About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
The Knicks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Now Maxey. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Back to Brunson. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Now, here's Maxey. Embiid in the corner. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Edgecombe. It's good. Edgecombe's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And, of course, you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
And George gets it to go.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Pass to Robinson. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trailed by 6. Outside, Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Good. Edgecombe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
From 8. And it's Towns missing. Pass to Barlow. Back to George. And here's Maxey. Brunson covering. Back to George. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Excellent D there from George. The 76ers trailed by 4. Pass to Maxey. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. A 2-point game. Over McCain. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And Philadelphia has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a field. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Yabusele, the screen. Brunson with a clean look. No good on the 3. Grimes with it. Stolen by Clarkson. They swipe it. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Inside. Hart, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
In the corner, George with it. For the lead. Bridges with the board. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. This one for 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Pass to Grimes. Takes it inside. Stolen by Clarkson. The 3, Bridges. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
31. The Knicks. 31.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here are the Knicks now. And here's Brunson. To the middle. Here's Robinson. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. That's 10 points for Robinson.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. In the corner, Drummond with it. Grimes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Stolen by Robinson. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the 76ers.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Brunson. Down low. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Shamet on the wing. Here's Towns. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. To the middle. Embiid.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. New York leading by 5. Here's Robinson. Embiid there for the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Good! Lays it right in there.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. It's a 3-point game. To tie it up. Bridges with the rebound. Now Robinson. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Outside Embiid. Maxey. Here's Barlow. Good!
So poised in these situations. Let's see Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Outside, Brunson. Now Robinson. That one is off. Now Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
There's a screen by Robinson. Missed on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Maxey to take the lead, and he lays that one in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Wow, Edgecombe making plays when his team needs it most.
And here are the Knicks now. They trail by 3. Towns the screen.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Maxey. 5 on the clock. Got it.
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey. Wow.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Now here's Brunson. Towns fires.